It's been 10 days. I'm live from New York City using camera, but I'm not sure that my, lip the sound is still syncing or not. I think they're about. Hello, Richardson. Konbanwa. It's been a while. I took like a 10 days off. Hi, Maika-san. Thank you so much for coming and sharing, inviting your people. It's been 10 days and I've been making video. It's like a video storytelling workshop. Hi. Then, thanks for coming. Not Rachel. So sorry, I forgot your name. Sorry. Let me see. Trudy. Sorry. Why am I saying Rachel? Trudy. Yes. Hello. It's been, making videos. I sharing the link. I just finished this lesson 2 because I got the survey for pretty much 20 and 30 people from Periscope. Then I got the result and I read the whole thing. Then after I read everything, started to make me wonder and started to like deep thinking, getting deeper and deeper, and I was started to focusing on what is the best way to where should I go? Hold a second, I think I have to shrink this. Oh. How am I gonna do this? Let me see. Sorry, this is a kind of techie things that I have to move my slides the other way around. Okay, now I think I got it. Then, can I move this? Okay, I think I can move over here. Sorry. When you're focusing on something, it's kind of like, we lose interest for other stuff. Like, keep, focusing on the one thing. Yeah. That's why, Ginny made me to do the scope, because that doesn't mean that way. I really like when I woke up this morning and when I opened the Twitter, first things I saw is like a Janine's scope, and she was mentioned about Snow Sugar video, and she's pointing out like our handling name, and she started to talking about the growth mindset. That was so interesting and motivated me to think about more. This is like Janine's. Oh, my face is covering. Yeah, Janine's handle, and she said "tomodachi ne." It's like tomodachi means like a friend, almost like a kind of like a soulmate or something, because we are talking about lots in common. And I think she's doing scoping every day now, and she mentioned about I haven't done any scope for a while, but actually I do, right? Because truly and I'm doing scoping maybe a couple of weeks ago I was doing like every day. But the thing is, there's a 3 hours time like a difference from New York and Chicago, and Janine is scoping. Oh, late night. Oh, I see. Because there's a 3 hours different, right? 3 hours different. Because last night she did it was like a 1 a.m. in New York time. So that means. Hi, Gatsi. Thanks for joining. How should I say your name? Because I never ask your name, I think. It's like a Getzi, like a gas station. Sorry. So that's why we are having hello, and it's hard to like catching each other because she's doing like a late night and I was doing. You're so sleepy. Yeah, because like 1 a.m. in New York time. So the Chicago time would be 10 p.m. So anyway, it's nice to be on Scope again. Welcome back. Are you having okay like a Wi-Fi issue or something? It's not like a heavy traffic time yet. It's like a heavy traffic time would be like 11, 10 or 11, 11ish, I think. 1 hour behind? Oh yeah, Chicago is not 3 hours. You're right. 1 hour behind. So that means like a pretty much midnight when she scoped. That's pretty late. Maybe she's working really late, and I don't know. I haven't catch her scope in live, and whenever I watch her scope is always replay. So anyway, today I'm using this microphone, IDIC mic. This is a new microphone I got the Christmas, and I'm really happy this microphone, and I'm using over here. This mic, like a handheld one, is like that doesn't pick up the background noises, but this one is still picking up because this is for a good interview. But I really like this microphone. Are you a night person? I'm a kind of morning person. So that's why it's harder to catching each other's live. So my face is covering up. So tonight, and I'm gonna talk about like a behind the scene of the video storytelling workshop I have been working on. It's kind of like a series of the work, because this is not class, so it's workshop. So I have to make the 3 different type of videos. So when you sometimes you see this scope sunrise, yeah, that's right. That's a 2 different person, right? Like a morning person doing sunrise scoping, and the night person is like sometimes I see people scoping like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, like in the darkness. Then they're telling about the story because I can sleep, and I don't know. The nighttime is very interesting because I would say crazy time, because people started to sharing like a very personal story, and sometimes very emotional at night maybe. Right. That would be the great, uh, you know, um, because you can't call anyone at 2 a.m. in the morning, right? But if you scope, people who the other side of the planet, they can watch, or they can make a comment, maybe listening, hearing the story, and give them advice or something like that. That's nice. So this is a video storytelling workshop. My plan was like making 3 different type of video. It's one for like a storytelling. Then no, don't worry. Then the second for maybe more kind of technical things. Then third would be answering everybody's question. But after I received the survey, it's totally changed my plan, because I'm doing kind of storytelling scope since August, I think, last year, like every Wednesday, and I was explaining how to compose or craft your story, like a 3 different section. But I see so many viewers. I think Janine was like sharing her story a couple of times, and that I really happy, and she's doing for me. But most of the other people who watching this, my Puchiberry story, they say that's interesting, but they never write the story and never try sharing story. Then I started to think why it's like a very simple story people don't want to share. um, of course there's a lot of different type of reason, but I started to more kind of like a those of me story. Right, okay. Yeah, I saw that hashtag those of me. Like I think Pucci, not a Pucci, and the Perry girls is using that hashtag. It's hard to open up. I was wondering why. Then I started to research and research. Then ended up finding the mindset, like a two different mindset. And Janine was mentioned this morning, no, last night, because I watched the replay this morning, but she did scope last night. Only two type. That was interesting, don't you think? Because the broad type always have a 5, maybe 10 different type of, but a mindset is only two types. Yeah, but I would say the introverted people has more story. I figured, because I used to be not the outgoing person and more quiet when I was like so little. But I have so many story, but I never share them. But now is my personality has been changed, I guess, because you are. That's interesting. But you are doing like a blogging and doing going to lots of different type of places. Social media is very interesting, and social media is not like a. It's kind of hard to tell who is you know um, outgoing, not outgoing, and introverted person or not. It's my let's see. That's a signal. Signal is okay tonight. It's like all green. I don't see any red signal. Okay. So that's why I started to like research more about the people like a feeling or a good signal. Okay. Then ended up finding the mindset. And also the second one is hi Sailor Moon. And I second one is I found out like a reflective writing, because writing is sometimes help you to write the story and also review your past event and know about you but more. But I think inverted person know about yourself, I think, better. Of course it depends on the person, but there's always like a psychological kind of a background behind and psychological like reason. And maybe some people don't think that only two different mindset, but I agree with the professor Carol and Dweck, because only two type is very in you know um, precise to me after I've done a lot of research. That makes your life easier because there's only two types. So if you feel like you criticizing something and blame something, and kind of like losing focus or interest, so you will know and you have a fixed mindset. So that means you just, if after you know you have a fixed mindset, simple things is you just shift to the growth mindset. Because people, like including me, sometimes not don't notice, doesn't notice if you have a fixed mindset or not. Because even though I'm saying like this is a growth mindset and the fixed mindset is like this, explaining like over and over, and I do a lot of research. Sometimes I say someone or like a giving advice, I noticed that I started to like criticizing someone, or I'm complaining Then after I noticed, I tried to, saying something different way instead of like criticizing something. But knowing yourself and knowing, if you have a fixed mindset or growth mindset would be the key, I think. So anyway, I was researching, and after get the result, and I did a lot of research, and then I found out there are two different mindset, and a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. The next question is how I can explain about the difference between growth mindset and fixed mindset. Because if I say something like a kind of like a logical way and the people may not understand fully, then I was searching some like a story behind, the example or story to explain about the difference between growth mindset and fixed mindset. So while I was doing so, I have to look back to my past and when did I started to having like a fixed mindset, and when is the worst day or worst year I was having fixed mindset. I kind of like go through like all my past like first last 2 years, then go back to 5 years and go back to 7 years and 10 years. It's almost like a reflecting whole my years. Yeah, that's why self-examination. Then I started to notice, oh, I didn't know, even uh, reflecting my story, I noticed lots of different things I didn't even think before. Then I pick one of my story to share and how I shift to my mindset to growth mindset. Then I achieve some like a film award. Because before that I was like, oh, like whenever something comes up I was like, oh, that's too much effort, maybe I try not to try this time. But I'm not that type of person before, like 10 years ago, like 7 years ago, I think. Then I started to notice why am I thinking that way, because I was very optimistic. I was you know yeah, I was very optimistic, but why am I pessimistic these days? Not these days, the I was like reflecting back to the some certain point. Why I become a very pessimistic this time of this like a certain period of the time. So that was like I think between 2011 to 2014 or something like that. Then I started to think more and more, and I calculated I spent 40 hours to create only even like a lesson one. Lesson one is ended up the video is length was 13 minutes. I spent 8 hours for editing, I think, maybe more. Um, because this area is there's a construction and I can't record the voice during the day, so I had to do at night or weekend. But not only that, the contents, like researching about the content, it takes more time, like much more time than I expected. I feel like you know um, go through the process or go through this someone's like a feeling when people like stacking like a to the writing story, or I don't know, some sort of I don't. It's hard to explain them. Yep, I think so. Even like when you writing one quote, like one sentences, sometimes takes up 2 years, 2 years to came up that really good quote. But if you're interested in lesson 1 and growth mindset, and there's a link, I also added the title as well. So there's a video you can watch, and but lesson 1 I spent 10 days. How many days? Yeah, 10 days to go through the research and reflected all my life, then recorded, and writing script was takes so much time, I think. And then recorded voice. Just a blog post. Oh wow. Oh, because you're researching about some like a restaurant or food, and if you can, you have to have like updated information, right? Sometimes you have to go there and talk to people, or taste their food and taking picture. There's a lot of stuff. Hi Samsung. Thanks for coming. But after finish the lesson 1, hello. Lesson 2 didn't take so much time though. Yeah. Event or park. A holiday would be really a waving. Maybe I could do it like that, You like the red one? Oh, the wave. Oh, that's nice. I'm sharing about the story and how I spent last 10 days without doing Periscope. I was focusing on the video storytelling workshop. The reason why I'm doing this is like a long story. There's a lot of different type of story. So reason why I wanted to do like Ikigai scope and also video storytelling, all like the same reason. Yeah, I know, because I don't know why though, but whenever I talk to some like a story, I bring in so often. I don't know why. Maybe I have a different personality inside. I don't wear contact lens. I thought it's contact lens because of I'm blinking so much. I don't know why. You didn't notice? And also I have to kind of itchy all over the body sometimes. In a good way? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Because my voice is so low, and sometimes people think that, and I don't know how I can describe it, I have a kind of very boyish type of nervous anxious. I don't know though. It's not allergy, but it's so strange though. It's happening since like 5 years ago. Because after I watch the replay, sometimes I notice that like I kind of like scratching all the body while I was talking, and also blinking so often. Snow is already melted. I did a snowstorm scope like this morning because I knew that it's gonna be gone. But it's already melted because sun came out after like afternoon. That was very beautiful though. Pretty much all gone. Oh really? I see still maybe some only for the garden, right? Not the road. Yes, I scoped so in Japanese channel. So if you watch Japanese channel for like, I think you can still see. Yeah, it was beautiful. How have you been? Yeah, that's only the grass, I think, or tree. Snow on tree is already gone. Only the ground of the garden. Use it for your website? I mean my website? Oh, I was talking about how I started, what makes me to start this video storytelling and Ikigai Scope, like a kind of self-development things together. Oh, snow picture? No, that's not that great though. But yeah, you're right. So I used the someone else's took the picture and near like my neighbors, and that snow picture is very beautiful. I scoped from there in summertime. Not that great means like my picture. That's not my picture. Those are really great picture, I think. Yeah, you're right. I should have a growth mindset. I can do it. Yes, yes, I can. We should not limit our possibility, right? Yes, that's right. Believe in myself, so I can grow 2 times and 10 times better. That is correct. So yeah, the reason why I started doing video storytelling was I was a volunteer listener at the 7cups.com. 7cups.com is for the people who is like need a company or who need someone to listen. That what, but that's like anonymous. Like they don't show the face because that's not face to face. It's like a live chatting, like a text chatting, and they don't know who I am. Because as long as we using their platform and we don't share their like a personal information. Yeah, that's right. Then when I become a volunteer listener, there's a kind of test to go through, so I have to you know go um like there's lots of rules. Yeah, the 7cups.com. There's lots of rules, and I can't give them advice. I just like keep listening and like repeating what they say or something kind of. Then when I joined, there's always 50 people or more than 50 people is waiting to talk someone. Do I have a kimono? Yes, I do. You want me to wear the kimono for the scope? That's gonna be, you know, takes so much time and it need to be a lot of preparation. Then I was doing the listener. There's a category they can pick, but some category is very Japan Week. Is that this week? Probably last week. You mean Grand Central? Oh, it was last week. Oh, I see. I didn't go because those Japan Week is all coming from Japan, not happening in the company or some. It's almost like a sightseeing, right? The all the city like doesn't have to be big city. Like small city came to Grand Central and having small booths to showing their, what do you call it? Um, Product or services or city. I don't know. Did you go? Grand Central in kimono. A friend of mine did the kimono show. I think the Grand Central has always do the kimono show at Japan Week, and the kimono stylists go there to dress them. Yes, But if I have a black kimono, when I'm wearing black kimono and people don't get so much attention, but I had a once wear a kimono and went to the Gracie Mansion. It's like for the mayor's house, right? Then I got a lot of attention and I was kind of a star and everybody wanted to take, photo with me. Mostly Grand Central. Yeah, I know that. Selfie, that's right. I was so popular when I was at the Gracie Mansion. Even all the people, that's a kind of Asian week and a lot of people like Asian, but they still interested in kimono and they wanted to take a picture with me. Yep, that's right. But if I like wearing kimono, like just walk around the city, people maybe not pay attention, I think. You want to take a photo with me? A selfie? But when you wear the kimono, it's a kind of limited activity. It's that can run, of course. Yeah, I think so. It depends. That's right. It depends on where you are. Maybe if I walk in Times Square, so get so much attention. I don't know. Times Square is so many people. So anyway, the 7cups.com. So when I, log in, there's always 50 or more than 50, sometimes 100 people is waiting for someone to talk to. Yeah, only walk slowly, that's right. That's really nice. That's the kind of like a traditional way of the Japanese woman is very quiet and like a grace, like a, how can I say it? What's the word? Like elegant, very elegant movement. Not a wooden slipper is only for the summer. The traditional one is like leather or what they made of. Now it's like a platter, like a plastic leather. Yeah, graceful, and how they move their hand is like kind of like Japanese dancing. It's very nice, right? Graceful. That's right. Maybe China dress is similar because they're like a straight. I'm not sure the Korean outfit though because they are kind of more broom at the bottom. So when you go to the Seven Cups, um, yeah, I need a fan. That's right. I need lots of friends, Japanese fans. Yeah, I forgot what's the word. And if you the people who love Japanese stuff, not Weibo, Weeby or something. I forgot. I think Jinny was mentioned about the word. Right, Chinese dress is tight skirt, and also they have like a long sleeve, right? And they can move a little bit more than Japanese kimono. Oh, I noticed the lesson number two is like they need more space between the L. I have to fix this error design wise. So the seven cups has a lot of people is has a lot of different issues. Like anxiety and depression is the highest. That's right, reflective writing. Um, when I listening their problem or story, and there's a one of the category called the suicide channel, but those problem I never, those type of call I never took because I didn't know how I can handle. Filming story right now. That's right, I'm filming right now, right? Oh, I think I'm covering the link. So I am making Q&A video tonight. I think it's already 8:30. Yeah, too much pressure, especially the big city. Hey, Tristan, thank you for coming. It's been 10 days. You know, because I watched the Janine's video replay, I couldn't catch the live, and I'm doing this for thank you for Janine. Yeah, that's right. I'm like a blinking, right? I don't know why though. I'm not nervous, but hello. Maybe I should not use the camera. That's right. Did you scoped today? Okay, okay. You just like, how are you? I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Thanks for asking. How are you? Is there snow? Oh, that's nice. So, you use it real live or always always know that? I saw your tweet and it went. It says 10 degrees. Like you feel hot because you always like minus degrees. So anyway, you know, believe or not, is if you go to the 7cups.com and you become a volunteer listener, there's a so many people, like much more than I expected, are waiting for someone to talk to. And the top issue is, it's 1 degree today. Top issue is depression and anxiety. Even star is like become a depression easily, a lot of stress. That's also another things I'm thinking about for a long time. So because we have so much stuff. Oh, you are showing the New Zealand view. That's nice. Everybody's having springy type of scope, but over here is like still winter. Maybe in Canada too. Probably the problem is never go away because that's that makes us too stronger, and that's the make us to be. It's worse in Canada. Oh, poor Tristan. Autumn? Oh, yeah. That's okay. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, yeah, sure. I should do more often, right? Oh, really? You? I thought you were kidding. Oh, okay. Season is opposite. That's interesting. That still makes the periscope live streaming is interesting because we can see all the different countries, like season and time and the scene. Oh, opposite season. Oh, summer is your winter. Oh wow, that's interesting. It's like a future and past, different type of planet. Ginny was, Ginny's scope was future because she's right now it's 1:20 p.m. Okay. Oh, Friday already. Okay. Because she was catching up a lot of different type of topic, almost because she's doing every day, and there's some sort of topic by Perry Girls, right? Oh wow, that's turning red. It's definitely autumn, right? Driving the left. Okay. Drive in the left is Japan. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Japan is drive on the left. Australia is also driving on the left. Yes. So the since Ginny was mentioned about like Stephen Hawkins, then I started to like curious about I've been curious about his like research long time, but I never pay attention like deeply. Then I watched so many videos and his speech. That makes me more interested. So today's quote will be Steve Hawkins. So maybe I'm gonna hide this then. So this is the I use the behind the scene on the title. So maybe you wanna know what do you say in behind the scene in Japanese? That would be difficult. Oh, I forgot to put in a hiragana. The first one is the butai ura. You want to put this back? Because I feel like hiding something. Okay. Butai means like a stage, and ura means behind. But this Japanese translation doesn't describe about the scene because scene is like one of the scene is like not the stage. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Peace. But a Japanese translation is like a stage, I think. We don't say scene, behind the scene in Japanese. And we normally use making of. That's another way to describing about behind the scene in English. Konbanwa. That's right, konbanwa. Konbanwa is good evening. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Oh, I'm not sure I can share all the story I prepared. But anyway, I'll do tomorrow too. So if you're interested in what I made this last 10 days, then please check this link I added on the title. I'm sorry, I think I missed your first comments. Konbanwa? Konnichiwa? Oh, konnichiwa is for you because the time is different because you're just afternoon. Konnichiwa. Right. Konnichiwa. Then for us it's like konbanwa. So Japanese channel is Snow Sugar, and the Snow Sugar video is English channel. Then this is the quote. So I totally hiding my face. Maybe I'm gonna move camera. This is the quote I picked. Hi, Enda-san. Long time no see. Maybe I'm gonna put my face on top. Or here. こんばんは。お久しぶりです。What do you think about this quote? Hi, Sam-san. Sam-san need to go. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, this is English scope. Yeah, this is English scope. Don't worry. Yeah, that's. Welcome back, Trudy. So, what do you think about this quote I pick? Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Am I smiling so much? Because it's been 10 days, and because did you watch the Janine scope, and she's talking about the topic that I pick for the lesson 1, the growth mindset. That was really nice to hear, so that's why I'm smiling to Janine. But Sam is pointing out, I was blinking too much. But I don't know why. Oh, you joined the WhatsApp? Oh, thank you. The storytelling group. Yay! So, let's talk about some story. Trudy, you wanna join too? Maybe I'm gonna share the. How I'm gonna share? If I share the QR code over here, I don't think people can scan. Oh yeah. How I can do that? Maybe I'm gonna tweet to you the link, because everybody's watching the scope from the smartphone. I don't think they can scan the QR code. Okay, I will. Okay. Search for answers. You mean this quote? That's right. Always keep learning. Last 10 days, when I read in this workshop, like lesson 1 and 2, and now tonight, hopefully tonight, I'm gonna make Q&A video. Whenever I get the question, I always maybe tend to think deeper than question itself, I think. That's why I ended up sharing the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. And lesson number 2 was reflective writing. Do you know what's a reflective writing? Probably if you try those 2, you're gonna have definitely having growth mindset. That's right. I always mention about my scope. People are forgetting 60% of the new information you learn today, like the next day. So can you imagine 60% of the information or you learn today, you're gonna forget next day? Yeah, self-examination is tough, because if you and examine for someone else, that would be easy, because there's no not emotional attachment, no, because you can see themselves as with objective eyes. But for yourself, that's right. That's the word I was looking for. Objectivity. Yes, that's so hard, because sometimes you have to kind of record. That's what I do. I'm recording my thoughts and then I'm gonna replay sometimes, and that totally I can see objectively, because otherwise it's hard, like talking and answering questions same time. Then I can self-examine. That's hard. I was gonna say impossible, but if I say impossible, it's like the word itself is fixed mindset. The wording is very important, don't you think? Because like, try not to use the word impossible, and those type of words kill your curiosity and also your self-development, I think. Yeah, that's right, this is live. Hello, pizza poppo. I'm sorry, pizza pizza さん名前何でしたっけ? I don't think I see. Yeah, this is live. Oh, you was reading the quote? Yeah, what do you think? I think this is very interesting. What's your super fast Freddy? Because there's lots of greens. Some people don't believe the universe exists. Because Steve Hawking has a very like a great sense of humor. Um, he mentioned so many times about the Nobel Prize that he didn't get. The universe will be really hard to what's the word? Yeah, that's right. That's a great point, because Steve Hawking say whenever he talked about his like a biography, he said I was born in the day the Galileo is died. Then he dies the day of the birthday of Einstein. I think that's not a coincidence. Yeah. Everybody talked about like a Pi Day, but the March 14th is the Einstein's birthday. And also his nickname was Einstein when he was um, kids, right? And also the name of the dog in Back to the Future is called Einstein. Oh, he was born January 8th, I think. I always looking for some like a meaning behind of my birthday, but my birthday doesn't have any meaning. I think just the Columbus Day. But whenever I say my birthday is Columbus Day, and some people ask me Columbus Day is very big deal in Japan, I said no, it's not. Oh, he shared the not a birthday, the day of the day died. It's a Galileo. He's the one say the Earth is not flat, right? Some people say science is like a religion, because if you believe and just believe, you don't need evidence, because you trust some scientist or trust someone. Oh, the day he died is the Einstein's birthday. Albert Einstein. March 14th, Pi Day. People say like what a coincidence, but I don't think that's coincidence. Welcome back. Because last 10 days people started to talk about like a more like a spirituality, and but 20 years ago. No, no, Galileo was not a birthday. Galileo was the day he died, because he just wanted to relate it to his birthday to something, I think. Galileo's uh, Memorial Day. I don't know the day the Galileo died. The the day Galileo died was Stephen Hawking's birthday. But 300 years ago or 200 years ago, it's like a maybe different type of calendar, but the same day. That's what he always joked about. Yeah. So if you find some, no, thanks for asking, because sometimes telling the story is sometimes very difficult, because when I telling my story, it's like my own way to tell the story, but people listening, their own way to listen someone's story. That's a Even though we speak in same language, sometimes. Your birthday is special day? Yeah, the people say the birthday is like has a spiritual meaning, but for me, is I still not find out what's my birthday's meaning. But some people already found the answer. I kind of knew that you couldn't say that. And that's nice. You don't think so? Yeah, there's a lot of different type of like thoughts and way of thinking. And some people say this way. Okay. Of course, your family and you and your mother. That's every day is everybody's birth. Someone else's birthday. So every day is special, right? Oh, really? Why is that? Because February 29th is only coming every 4 years. How are they gonna celebrate like the person Christmas? Yeah, like a Christmas time or New Year, and they can't celebrate the birthday sometimes because everything is mixed together. Oh, really? Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's almost 9, so I have to edit the video. Party every year. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping by. That was live. So and I try to do every day. I have to thank Janine because she was mentioned about the growth mindset and also my 100 name and workshop I created last 10 days. Thank you so much for staying until the end, and it's nice to talking to you. Nice talking to you. Okay, that's Spanish, right? Hope you have a good evening and a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, you're just doing. I say like a bye. Hi, Morris. I was gonna like a press the stop button. Good. How are you? Everybody's know each other. That's nice. I haven't watched the survey. Yeah. Did you take the survey? I think so. Thank you so much for the survey. Yeah, I asked the viewers for survey 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think. Then I got the 20 response. Then I went through all the answer. Then came up the workshop topic. That was the long process, more than I expected, like a longer process. You have flowers already. That's springy. I did a snowstorm scope this morning. Too much work. No, I love to do it because I like deep thinking. Because I want to analyze and like all the data and researching. It's kind of nice though, like different type of perspective. Yes, a lot of snow because snowstorm, and school was closed. Maybe kids was happy. Party invitation. That's right. My past life is a researcher. Not too bad. Oh, Turi, do you scope too? Oh, did you? Oh, thanks for watching YouTube. Oh, okay, you don't. Maybe you're gonna do it sometimes. That's nice. What do you know? Okay, thanks for explaining. I haven't doing like a weekend, so that's why people. I received the email from the viewer, so you haven't, you know, you're not doing scope anymore. You know what? That's nice. Probably Periscope user is getting increased. It's harder to catch up everybody's scope. That's why we have use the Twitter to like mentioning each other. Don't hurt your feeling. Yeah, don't hurt anyone's feeling. Probably the woman tried to make a joke, right? Let's see how I'm going to. Oh. Yeah, comfortable is the key to like talking to the camera and scoping something, because live is hard. It's hard because you can't take it back. Oh, did you do that? Like a Statue of Liberty? That's a windy place, right? I haven't gone there for a long time. Don't worry. Thank you so much for thinking about, my work. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes people attacking you. Especially no politic, right? No politic or gun control in United States. Yeah, that's right. If you say something not good, and just delete. But careful, because the scope video anyone can download. So if you think that if you say something appropriate, and delete immediately. Oh, that's nice. That's a great, yeah. Because you remember the last summer and people kind of fighting each other, like not each other, like fighting over this Periscope. That was insane. We try not to have that kind of event anymore. That's why we should. No, not worth fighting over. The fighting is never be good. So, be nice to everyone and having growth mindset. That's the key. Okay. Shakuhachi music. Oh, you still hear it? Okay, yeah. Because now I connected to the artist, like a performer, through the Facebook, so I'm gonna play every time. It's very calm, like kind of feels like purified all my room. Hey, hey, hey. I think. Okay, I won't forget. Thanks for I'll do that right after I finish this. I'm gonna invite you to the WhatsApp group for the video storytelling. No, I don't play shakuhachi. I don't know how. I just play little bit drums. But I haven't played for a long time. I think you play guitar, right? Guitars? Yeah, thank you so much. Good night. Taiko? Not taiko, rock drum. Rock and roll. But I haven't played for a long time because since I started business. Maybe I can play the $10 drum set I saw on YouTube. Did you see? That was hilarious. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow, maybe in Japanese scope. Bye.